Okay, so here's our rule for today. So it says, with the chord angles, it says, in an angle formed by two chords, the vertex is inside the circle, but not at the center. That is very important to remember. But the measure, you find the measure of this angle by adding the first arc plus the second arc, and then dividing it by 2 or multiplying it by 1/2, whichever works for you. Okay. The other thing to note is that, let me just get the ink. This angle and this angle, they are vertical. Okay. So if you get one or you're looking for the other, whatever, they work. Okay. They will be congruent. Anybody still writing this down? Okay, I'll give it a minute. All right, anybody still writing? All right, let's get into some examples. All right, so these 4 examples represent the different ways and different angles you're going to find them. Okay, so part 1 is just a straight. It's just a straight application. So we have the 2 arcs. We have the arc here. We have the arc here. So the angle in this case, the measure of angle ECD is going to equal 1/2 times 95 plus 51. Okay. And that gives us a total of 73 degrees. So again, nothing too big and spectacular there. Remember, in your calculator, you can add those 2 up and then divide by 2, or you can put parentheses around the 1/2. The choice is ultimately yours. Okay. Part B, now they're giving you the angle, so that means 67 is equal to 1/2 times 64 plus, arc DC. We don't know what that is, so that's what we're going to find. So our first step is to multiply both sides by 2. This is going to give us 134 equals 64 plus DC. And then we're going to subtract 64 from each side. So in this case, the measure of arc DC is going to equal 70 degrees. All right, before I move on to 3 and 4, does anybody have any questions on C and D? Are there any questions on A and B that I can address? Pretty straightforward? Okay. All right, let's take a look at C. All right. So in this case, what they're asking you for, they're not asking you for these angles. They're asking you for this other one. So the process still applies. We're going to have to find that angle first. So the measure of angle BEC is equal to 1/2 times 29 plus 47. I'm getting 38 degrees. Okay, now in order to find y, so I'm going to put the measure of angle y, that's going to equal, since this is on a line, 180 minus that 38. So the measure of angle y is equal to 142 degrees. Any questions on where that's coming from? Anything I can address right now? Okay. Let's take a look at D. So in this case, again, they're giving us that angle. So that's 116 equals, sorry, 1/2 times 13x minus 11 plus 6x plus 15. Okay, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. This leaves me with 232 equals, let's see, I got 19x plus 4. I'm going to subtract the 4 from each side. That leaves me with 228 equals 19x. And I'll divide both sides by 19. So here I'm getting x is equal to 12. Are there any questions on this? All right, give these next 4 a shot on your own, and we'll go over the answers in just a moment, okay? Right, your hands. You still working on these four? Thank you. Make sure you grab one of each at the on the bench back there. All right, let's check it out. So here are the answers. Let me know what questions you have. Screw it. There we go. All right. Questions, comments, concerns, snide remarks. Hey, get your Delta math done so you don't have to worry about homework tonight. Those of you watching at home, have a great day.